howdy YouTube, it's just me again. This is like another review of a film that I watched. Well, I watched with someone. We watched films together, and I watched a film last night called, and I've seen it. It's been a while since I watched it. It's a film called The Stepfather, and that's what it's called. And this is it here. Now this is the foreign version. This is like the foreign Blu-ray that I watched, but this is the underrated director's cut. I'm not sure what's the difference between that and the other version. Because at the beginning of the film, right, and the story, because at the beginning of the film, there's a scene where with these dead bodies, who was killed, this family. Really good film, and I'm not sure if that's in the normal version of that film. But anyway, I'm going to do a review today of that film. You see it at the back. Really, really good film, and this guy could be a serial killer because the guy has that look of a serial killer, you know. And the story is, right, it's this son, right, it's the woman's son who returns from military school. Who returns from military school, right? Home, you know, where his mum lives. And he meets this guy who's at the beginning of the film, who murders his family. That's a bit of a spoiler, that is. And he meets the woman in the supermarket, this shop. It's and what happens is that he kind of like charms these women, right, into their home, you know. So he kind of like he marries them, and then he kills them. It's like it's a really good film, and they have kids. And the worst thing is they have kids, because at the beginning of the film you see these. You get these messages. At the beginning of the film you see these deaths, these bodies of this woman and this I think those kids. Really, oh man, scary guy. Anyway, the son in it doesn't like him at first, but then he kind of like, but then the guy in it who gets engaged to his mum starts trying to do nice things, you know, nice. I'm trying to explain this for storylines. It's such a good storyline. It's so good. I'm not very good at explaining the story. I'm kind of like rusty as hell because I'm not much of a reviewer like Jonathan Ross or something. Anyway, but anyway, he does something nice for the son, you know, and then the son goes, "Oh, thank you very much." But then something weird starts happening where, you know, he just thinks, I don't like this guy, you know, he starts acting weird, the guy in it. He does something real nasty, right? There's one part in the film, right, where the son's playing a video game, right, loud, and the mum starts saying, "Oh, you know, turn the volume down." So I think he just shushes. And then the guy in it who's engaged to his mum, I suppose he's become the stepfather, of course that's what they are, comes into the room, right, you know, he looks really pissed, right, kind of gets the guy's, kind of like grabs the back of the kid's head, right, and pushes it down, like, just kind of like, violently, kind of like, and then he turns the volume down, I think he turns the TV off, and then he kind of just walks off, real pissed, you know, has a right pissed look on his face. And then later on, right, when the kids go off with the real dad, you know, kind of spends time with their dad, he comes in, right, and then the kids kind of like run upstairs, right, and then he comes in, he says, "What the f, you know, what have you done to my son?" You know, really, because the son looks like the son tells the dad, the real dad, what happened. And then that's when you kind of think something not right with this guy, you know. Then they start to figure out something not right with this guy. Oh yeah, what great film! I think the first time I watched it was 2009, 2010. I think it was 2009. I was watching 3 films on the channel, and I was sat there watching it for, wow, what a thriller! And the first time I watched it for a while was like last night. It was a really good film. That was the last time. That's the first time I watched it for a while. You know, I think it's like a 2009 film. I thought it was 2005, but I think it's 2009. I think it was. So yeah, really good film, guys. Anyway, I've been talking for 4 minutes. The kid in it has got a girlfriend, and he's telling his girlfriend that something not right with this guy, and she's like saying, "Oh, you know, oh, you're just being paranoid and stuff like, bit stupid, bit naive." That's a message. She's a bit naive actually, because even the son in it is like saying, "There's something not right with this guy," and he couldn't put his finger on. Oh, there's one scene where it's kind of a spoiler. The dad visits they're home, right? They're like playing on the game. The kid and his brother. They're playing on the game. The dad comes round, and the stepfather's there because his mum's out somewhere, and then the mum phones up and says, "Oh, has it thingy turned up yet? A real husband?" And he says, "No." And then you think, "Oh shit!" And then you know there something's gonna happen. I won't tell you what happens because it is freaking wow. Well, let's just say it doesn't quite turn out well for the real dad. And there's another scene where later on before that, it's like one part with a cat and this woman with his cat and stuff, and that's a scary scene because he does something nasty to this woman, right? Real nasty. But yeah, the guy's horrible, nasty piece of work. But the thing about serial killers, the woman way in the house, right? The person's house, charming him. Like that's what they do. They're quite charming, you know. What else happens? I'm trying to think what happens. The last part, it's the right rain and the thunder and stuff. We gotta have rain and thunder at the end of a film, of a finale. It's just awesome. I won't tell you what happens, but it doesn't quite end. It ends pretty well, I'd say, but not in a. It's got a good ending to it, but hopefully they're kind of open for a sequel because it's not really an old film. It's not about a 6-7 year old film. Not 7-year-old now, isn't it? But yeah, I hope they do a sequel to it, and I like to do a sequel to it because it was a solid thriller. And horror, it's kind of a horror but thriller at the same time. I think it's more of a thriller than a horror, but it's kind of got some scary moments. The moment with the swimming pool scene was pretty good too, so yeah. I enjoyed it, yeah. Good thumbs up for that, guys. If you've ever seen it, check it out. Like I said, I'm not like one of those greatest reviewers of all time, but I enjoy my movies. And it doesn't matter if you're not really good at reviewing films or telling a story. As long as you enjoy a film, it doesn't really matter. So, yeah. It's the experience of that film that's more important than knowing what's it about and stuff. I think. So anyway, guys, that's my review of that film. Great film, great thriller. If you've never seen it, guys, check it out. Put comments at the bottom. I loved it, enjoyed it. Get the underrated director's cut. It's really good. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Fantastic movie. Thumbs up for that. Really good film. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go off now. Take care, guys. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. Hope you're doing okay. I've got like 2 Instagrams, like I said. 2. That's not 4. That's 2. 2. Not 1, but 2. So anyway, guys, gonna go off for now. Take care, guys, and enjoy the video. And have a splendid day. Bye, guys, and enjoy the video, like I said.